some principal or somebody you just couldn't wait to hear what they had to say. Maybe it's at church. Maybe somebody at church, your Sunday school teacher, or maybe somebody in some program, or maybe they don't have to be involved in it. Just maybe some church member that just you love to talk to, their conversation. You just can't wait to hear what they have to say, and you just whatever they're wearing or whatever they're doing, you just can't wait. Whatever it is, that's your role model. The whole point here is maybe it's at someone at your home or your family. You have a role model. There's somebody in your life. Maybe you had role models growing up when you're younger. Some of us older people, maybe we had role models in school again, or you have some right now, or maybe you've had some, they've changed. Your role models can change too. Some role models, they start off good and they get bad. But the whole point today is there's role models in life, right? Everywhere you turn to, people are looking to people, right? They're hopefully we don't man worship. We don't want to do that, but there are people that do that. But there's role models all around us, right? Everyone is watching you, by the way. Okay, you might not think that everyone's watching you, but they're watching you. Maybe you have somebody under you, a small child that you teach, or even anywhere in the congregation or at work, or again wherever you're at. There's people watching you at work. If you go to work, there's people that are watching you. Everybody, even the people if you don't talk to, even if you don't talk to them at all, right? There are people that are watching every one of us. Hey, what's so and so going to do? What's he going to do? What's she going to do? What's their next move? What's their next thing they're going to wear or do? Our spouse, if we ever married, our spouse is watching us, right? If we have children or grandchildren, right, they're watching us, right? Your entire family watches you, right? Maybe your extended family watches you. Your coworkers, your neighbors, people next to you, right? They watch you, right? Our friends, our community. Everyone in the community is like, what are they doing? What's that church down there doing? What are the people over there doing, right? Our ministry, if we're involved in a ministry. But in this again, this is going to be a series of eventually, but in this part is basically just talking about being an example, being a role model. Every day we walk, every day we breathe, we understand that we're either making a good impression or a bad impression, right? We're either doing something good or bad, positive or negative, right? Like a battery, right? You have a positive and you have a negative in a battery, right? So as we see that, we're either doing something positive or we're doing something negative, right? Because we can do both too, but as a general rule, people are looking at us either as a positive role model or a negative role model, right? And I'm sure most of us have had role models in life, or we do, or we will have a role model. But anybody here have a role model of growing up at all? Maybe you had somebody you looked up to or you respected, and you all had one, okay? Does anybody mind sharing with us? And again, this is just a Sunday school, and maybe mind sharing with us, or maybe a role model you had in your life that maybe if like a positive influence, a negative influence, why you looked up to them. Anybody mind sharing that, just real quick, or no? Something that you looked up to, or maybe why you looked up to them, or maybe something positive or negative about that, or if it turned out good or bad, or both, or anybody at all want to just something real quick at all, or no? Yes, sir.